Hey, Bases. So we're talking about the note reading system, a note reading pattern, and our learning target for this is that I understand that the finger pattern changes as I play a 2-octave scale. So yes, I am throwing a 2-octave E major scale at you, which is quite a lot to understand, but you're smart. You can do this, okay? You got this. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is follow the directions, look at the key signature, and notice any sharps and flats. And holy mackerel, we have a lot of sharps and flats in here. Actually, no flats, but 4 sharps. So we learned the other day that the order of sharps is fat cats go down alleys eating birds. So here we have F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. And you guys get to do the most of figuring out all of your notes that are sharp out of anybody else in the whole entire orchestra. Go Bases. All right. So we notice we have a bunch of sharps. Okay. Step number 2 is to identify the 2 octaves of the scale. So here, the way you do that is you start with your first note. Like we're going to do this on our open string. So here's your E. All right. So this is going to be an E scale, and you're going to go from E to the next E, and that's first octave. And then you go from that E to this next one, which is high, and no, you have never really probably played that note before, but don't worry about it. It's not very hard. You can do it. All right? So there's our 2 octaves of the scale. The third step is to apply the key signature. If there are sharps, write a sharp on each of the notes that they apply to. Okay, this is the fun part. Okay, if you like geeking out about music theory, this is the really fun part. So we take our first sharp. I'm going to write it a little bit right there. We're working on this one, which is F sharp. Oh, I just got a new Apple pen. It's very fun. Woohoo! Okay, so now we're going to find all the F's in our scale. Hey, it's pretty handy that all of our note names are written here for us. Woohoo! So here's an F. It's an F sharp. Cool. So write your sharp sign after the letter, and then you're going to write your reminder sharp before the note. That note is going to affect, that sharp is going to affect this note. Good. Let's see if we have any other Fs. So we have E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Here's another one. Okay, F sharp. The sharp sign goes after the letter. We're going to follow that up here. This is an F sharp. Okay, that's why we're going to play with the 4th finger. You guys already have your finger patterns written down in there too. Okay, so that's how you would know that you would play 4th finger instead of 2nd finger. Got it? Okay, cool. Virtual invisible fist bump. Okay, next one, C sharp. Let's go to the C sharp. All right, here's our C sharp. Okay, so we can actually look and follow this. This is a different way you can do it. Here's a C. This has to be a C sharp. Let me take my eraser and get rid of that line, even though it was kind of cool. But now we know we have a sharp here on that C. And let's make sure we know we are writing a C sharp. The name of the note is C sharp. You need to write the sharp sign in front of the note so that you know to play it with a sharp. And then we have to go C from further. C, get it? Sorry. Oh, this is such a bad music pun. Sorry. Okay, after that C, we keep on going this direction. All right. And then we find another C right here. So here's another C. It's going to be a C sharp. Follow that up there. This needs to be a C sharp. All right. And that's where the shifting and stuff gets a little bit tricky, but you know where C sharp is. It's part of your D scale, all right? C sharp is right there. And you're going to do a little bit of a different finger pattern, which I will show you when we are both playing basses in the same room or on a Zoom lesson or something, so I can help you get to that spot. But know that the C is sharp. Then you do the same thing, so I'm going to go kind of quickly now for the next ones. We're on G sharp, so we have to find our G sharps. Here's our G sharp. Follow that, find your G, so you can see that that one right there is going to end up being a G sharp because we're following. Oops, I should have made that a solid line. so that I know. Sharp right there. Take my eraser, get rid of all those unneeded little lines. So there's a G sharp. Whoops, I'm still on eraser. G sharp. Let's name it. G sharp. Got it. Good job. Now there's one back here. Don't forget about this, like this little G sharp right back here. Here's a G sharp. G sharp. Sharp sign goes in front of the note. All right? All right, good. Oh, man, we got one more. Fat cats go down. We have D sharps. Oh, D. Do you realize that you're not going to be able to play your open D on this scale? Okay, yeah, because guess what? This is sharp. So, D sharp right here. This is not open. That's why it's in right here. Half position, first finger. Alrighty? And then you're going to slide up right here and go to first position to play your E when you get to that part of the scale. But that's getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Let's see if we have another D. Yeah, C sharp. Here's a D right here. So this will be a D sharp. Follow that up there. Make sure we're on the right note. Okay. D sharp. Okay? So again, the sharp is in front of the note it affects. So we have it. Okay, let's clean this up a little bit and get rid of some of my little stuff that we don't really have to have messing ourselves up. Hopefully that helps you. You guys have a complicated scale, but like I said, whoops, I completely believe in you and it will make sense when you try it. Okay, basses, so there's all of your sharps written in for you, and that's the end of the first 3 steps.